Alright guys, good evening. It's Monday evening, October 24th, and here is the daily update for our trades. So tonight we're going to hit our latest closed out trade results, status of our open positions, the new trades that we got on today, the ones that we still have in queue, and a quick look at the new stuff. Alright, so let's get started with our combined stats just to show you how okay, here's a look. Just wanted to give you a refresh overall view. So we started tracking all of the trades that we put in all the different accounts I run from September 26th up to now, and here are all of our profits and losses. Well, no losses, just profits so far. So this is a combined the majority are from real accounts, either in my personal or the IRA. A couple are in the paper money account. Where we're trying to demonstrate separately in an account that I can track separately how we intentionally set about doubling our money every year. Even though I am trading the same strategy, the same money management inside my own personal portfolio, I just wanted to give you a shot at that in a separate account, much like I do the $1 million account, just so we can highlight those strategies. So anyway, this is how we're doing so far. I know you guys are doing better, if not better, in your own personal accounts. So let's just take a quick look at the shoot for the moon or the double it up portfolio. I just wanted to show you guys because we're right now we're sitting at 32,691. We started with 25 grand. We started on 15 August. You know, we're at the end of October right now, and I've got another really nice profit we're setting on in this most recent trade that we're going to cover here in just a couple of minutes. Alright, let's take a look at our open positions. Okay, this is I want to start out with the S&P because, hey, listen, there's some compelling evidence right now that we might see a dip in this market. And I know that seems far-fetched because of how this market is traded all year long. It is not paid to be a contrarian. You guys know I've been directionally trading has just been brutal for me this year. But right now we've got a couple of things working that I think are just too compelling to ignore. So I'm right now, even though it looks like I have a straddle on in this account or this trade that I have open in the S&P 500 futures, I'm going to pull profits out of some of those tonight, so it'll look just like short puts and short S&P futures. So it won't have that straddle appearance here in about another 30 minutes or so. Right now we've got, I think, according to Sentiment Trader, they said they tracked the largest inflow into volatility products, betting for a spike in volatility. They've seen more money flow in a day than they've seen since 2013. You guys know I've been watching these guys through Sentiment Trader trade these volatility products for about 4 years now, and there's been one time that I can remember where they didn't get paid. Sentiment Trader even commented about how accurate this savvy group of traders are, and they're worth following. They're just like following the hedgers in the commodities markets. These volatility traders have a sense to them about when they know something's about to happen. And they're betting that something's about to happen. I mean, they plowed into the ETFs here today or yesterday, whenever they measured that, had the record measurement that they took. So that's one thing. So I'm gonna start leaning a little bit shorter in this position right here, and not just try to get a home run, but a grand slam in this thing. So I'm going to start tailoring my short S&P futures here, pairing these puts back taking my profits and maybe wait a little bit to see what we've got. So I don't know if it'll happen this week. Who really knows? I mean, we're in a weak time of the year, and we just haven't seen anything stick to the downside. So there's a couple of other studies that are starting to corroborate what the volatility players are starting to see. So, and I know it's taken forever this year for the sentiment models to work. It's taken forever for my models to work. These market moves are so aberrational, they've rendered a lot of these analysis techniques just completely useless this year. But, you know, you kind of got to tip, you got to kind of give these volatility traders the benefit of the doubt. They seem to know what's going on. All right, so that's where we stand with this position. I'm still in good, even though here's price, even though it looks like I am in a lousy position in this thing, I'm not. I mean, I've already collected a whole lot of theta, a lot of premium, 35, 3600, collected another close to 400 today, which I'm going to close out. Sold some more today. So yeah, just keep collecting theta or premium against this position here, and you know, I think we're going to get a down move. That's what I'm going to bank on. So anyway, this is where we stand on this trade. Let's take a look at the next one. All right, this is the Crude Strangle that I put on in my personal account. Put it on October 21st with 55 days to go. There's the information on where I sold. 52 days to go currently, so we've been in the trade for 3 days. We're up 250 bucks on it, and our linear P&L graph says that if we're exceed 291.82, then we're okay to take the trade off. We're beating the theta, the linear graph on this thing. So anyway, we're going to hold this thing and get a little bit closer to that 25%. Then we'll make an assessment. That's how we trade these things. See if we can make a move to the 50% target. So we just take it one step at a time. Anyway, we're in very good shape. Nothing to do here. Alright, let's take a look at the retirement account. So here is a trade we put on September 26th in the SPX, broken wing butterfly. 58 days to go when we put the trade on. We're currently at 32, so we've been in this trade 26 days. This thing's working just how it's supposed to. Here's all the trade data. Current profit is 935 bucks in this thing. And you know, guys, yeah, we're only that's got to be wrong right there. I got to take a look at that again and see what the max loss is. No, that's absolutely right, guys. It only cost me $3,300. I didn't even notice that. $3,300 to put this trade on. That's the max loss. Okay, we've already made $935. I mean, calculate that rate of return in 30 days off of 3,300 bucks. I mean, that's phenomenal. So this thing's doing what it's supposed to. Low capital usage, exceptional rate of return. You know, 26 days. I don't even know I had this thing in the account. That's how you guys have been watching it every day. I give you an update on how slow it moves. Hey, you know, we can do this every month of the year for the rest of our lives, guys. I mean, this is what this is all about. So yeah, I hadn't even noticed that really, but yeah, I'm taking a look at it. 33.40. That's our max loss on this thing. 935 profit. Huge return on capital. So we're gonna look. You know, if we get a little downtick in the market here, we're gonna wait this one out. The market stays firm this week. Some more theta will come out. You know, this thing will just mushroom up here. The theta line will. And hey, we get a little down push in this market that'll peak out. Hey, voila, an exceptional trade. So anyway, I love this broken wing butterfly for the retirement account, for any account really, but it works really nice. Alright, let's move on to the next. Okay, here's the second broken wing butterfly put it on October 24th in the SPX with 60 days to go. We currently have 49 days to expiration. I think that's right. 49 days. We've got 300, currently a $300 profit in this trade. So this one's working very nicely as well. I mean, just really, really good. Now, this one cost me a little bit more in buying power. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm glad I'm keeping all the data on these things. So this one's $7,400. But hey, look, I mean, just look at the return on these things, guys. Yeah, we're approaching 5%. Yeah, 5% return on the capital we used in this. That's a good way to use your money in a trade like this right here. That you're, you know, you just got risk to the one side, which we can defend. And yeah, this is just a really great trade. All right, so nothing to do here. We'll keep driving on. Geez, same one. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, this is the portfolio that I'm trying to highlight to show you how to intentionally go about doubling your money. So all we're doing is trading crude, trading iron condors. So we put this trade on October 17th with 59 days to go in the crude market. Iron condor. Currently have 52 days to go. We've been in the trade for 7 days. We're up $1,350. It's phenomenal, guys. Our P&L, linear P&L graph says we're okay to close the trade at this point in time if we're above 516.10. We're way above that. So I'm going to, in the morning, I'm going to get back up, check this thing, see how crude market is traded. But I'm in territory to go ahead and pull this thing off. I mean, we're above the 25% profit target. We've been in this trade for 7 days. We haven't gone anywhere close to the 25% of time factor. See, guys, that's what this linear P&L graph compares. It compares a linear progression in time and assumes that the same amount of theta will come out every day. That's why I keep saying that if our current P&L is way ahead of this, then we are beating time, and we're beating time by a huge margin, 3-1 in this trade. So we're way above there. This thing's ripe to come off. You know, pulling out $1,350 every 7 days in this trade. Yeah, we'll get more than 100%. That's how this factors out. Now, it's not going to happen every 7 days. We know that. We've been trading for a few days. But again, all you need is about a half a dozen, 8, 9 of these special occurrences like this every year, and because we're just rinsing and repeating. And that's what makes a huge difference in your rate of return in the course of a year. That's how I've been able to run that $1 million account up to over 140%, you know, in 23 months or so. That's how we've gotten the exceptional returns, and everything else you guys have either traded yourself or watched me trade. It's these little nuances, these very subtle little things that we've been able to measure. And it's very crucial to this type of trading. So I'm hoping you guys are keeping good records yourself on the trades that you do, so that you can figure out how important some of these very little things are. It's the little things. If you really want to get the consistent above average returns, it's those little measurable nuances, those very minute subtleties that you have to measure and become a subject matter expert in, and know how to think more intelligently about the trades that you're putting on. That's crucial to this. If you want to trade at that level and try to get to the point where you're making, you know, that steady 6% to 10% a month. Okay, that's a kind of a different league right there. You have to be very confident on your adjustments, and you have to be very, very cognizant of these little subtleties that we're bringing up. So we're right on track to pull this one off and rinse and repeat again, guys, after 7 days. Just another phenomenal setup here. And again, this is no fluke, guys. You guys know. Okay, that's all of the open positions. Let's see. I had a new trade that I put on today. Let's see if I missed it. Here we go. Yeah, here's the new trade. Oh man. Yeah, it got, okay. I put it on. Yeah, I added something, but here, I didn't change this. Let me change this right quick so that you guys won't think I'm cheating you for anything. Let me go find out what we're actually up. Give me just a second. And oh, it wouldn't do that to me. I'm a-coming, guys. Just a second here. I could have swore I changed that. I might have got my graphs mixed up. We're up 32 bucks on day one. We've got 60 days to go. Alright, so there's the deal. Hey, we put this trade on today in the retirement account. This was a trade that we just locked and cocked. Brand new day coming out of expiration cycle. So no other reason to put it on other than that. In the SPX, broken wing butterfly, 60 days to go. Here's the trade specifics. You guys can put this trade on tomorrow. It's not time sensitive, so don't think you missed the boat on this one. You got to wait another month. Here are the deltas. I'm going to start putting the deltas underneath my strikes, guys. So bought the 15s, sold the 40s, bought the 60s. Here's all the other trade stats. I collected 435 on this one instead of bought it to open. Our max loss on this one, 74.85. Alright, so that's the trade stats, and that's it for new trades. Alright, so let's take a look at the new stuff. The new stuff, the only new stuff I've got going right now, guys, of course, is my little automated trade signal. So yeah, there we go. Alright, now you got the cursor. You can see that. Okay, so you know, I've got my trigger chart here to the left, and I have my filter chart to the right. Filter chart's a 5-minute time frame. Trigger chart's a tick chart. So I don't have the filter programmed yet into the trade. My goal is, it may take me 5 or 6 months to get around to getting this done. Hopefully a little bit sooner than that. But my goal is to have my programmer code this thing that factors in the filter. So it just filters out a lot of the erroneous signals, the signals that I wouldn't take when I'm watching this thing or trading it. I'm only going to take the trades where my filter chart says you're okay to take the trades. So that's all I really want to see. My objective is to try to turn this into an automated, high probability of success directional system. That's what I've always dreamed of. So I've got the first step out of the way. A very good signals generated in the direction of the trend. They're very clean on the smaller time frame, and the filter chart works really good. So anyway, here's a look at the crude market, and I'm going to walk you through this thing just to show you this. Eventually, this thing's going to have a couple of different signals built into it. So my filter chart over here says it's okay to take sell signals. Do not take any buys. If you take any buys, you'd better be quick. So from about 1925 tonight, 7:25 up until now, all you do is just take your sell signals. So let's go over here to the you know what, guys, I wasn't even on the tick charts. I was on a daily chart there. So now we're at the tick charts. Our filter chart was right. So we're just taking sell signals. So right here you see sell signal 1, beautiful. That was good to go. Sell signal 2, beautiful. Sell signal 3. You should have been able to get 50 cents out of that move right there. So hey, 3 very good signals. What more can you ask for? Anyway, it's just a shot, just to look at the automated trade signal, where I stand with that thing and how she's working, just standing on its own. Hey guys, I think that's it for tonight. So hey, have a good day trading. I'm going to send an email out to you guys, but I got a call late this evening. Hey, the library is still closed. They could not open it up. So our main library just got clobbered by that flood, I guess. And so anyway, they're trying to get open back up at the end of the week again. They missed it last week. But anyway, I'll send an email out to remind you guys that no class again tomorrow night. But anyway, guys, just keep doing what you're doing out there. Keep those non-directional trades going, and have a good night.